what if the fate of Russia isn't being decided in the Kremlin, but behind closed doors with Vladimir Putin and his rumored lover, Alina Kabaeva? She's not just a former Olympic champion gymnast. She's been called Russia's most flexible woman, and may be the only one with influence over Putin's most guarded decisions. Their secret romance isn't just gossip. It could be the quiet force reshaping an entire superpower. To find out more, let's dive into Empire Elegance. Who is Alina Kabaeva? Alina Kabaeva is not just a name in the headlines. She's a former Olympic champion, a powerful media executive, and the woman many believe holds a special place in Russian President Vladimir Putin's personal life. She began gymnastics at the age of 4 and quickly rose to become one of the most decorated athletes in the sport, winning 21 European Championship medals, 14 World Championship medals, and 2 Olympic medals, including gold in 2004. Her career wasn't without controversy. In 2001, she was briefly banned from competition after testing positive for a banned substance at the Goodwill Games in Australia. Though she claimed it came from a tainted pharmacy pill, the incident tarnished her perfect record. Still, Kabaeva's fame in Russia only grew. After retiring from sports around 2007, she pivoted to politics, winning a seat in Russia's lower house of parliament as a member of Putin's United Russia Party. Later, she was appointed chairwoman of the National Media Group, a powerful Kremlin-aligned media conglomerate. Despite her many public roles, what truly thrust Kabaeva into the international spotlight wasn't her gymnastics or political career. It was her rumored connection to President Vladimir Putin. Things take an even crazier turn from here. Rumors of a romance between Vladimir Putin and Alina Kabaeva began circulating as early as 2008. At that time, Putin was still officially married to his wife, Lyudmila Shkrebneva. Reports suggested that the Russian leader, then 56, had proposed to the 24-year-old Kabaeva. The claims made global headlines, and the Russian tabloid that published the story was quickly shut down under mysterious circumstances. Putin, known for guarding his personal life with extreme secrecy, was furious at the speculation. During a press conference, he snapped at journalists, saying, "I always disliked people who go around with their erotic fantasies, sticking their snot-ridden noses into another person's life." His harsh denial did little to stop the rumors, which only intensified over the years. In 2013, the Kremlin finally confirmed that Putin and Lyudmila had divorced. By then, whispers of Kabaeva being more than just a close associate had become deeply embedded in the Russian political gossip circuit. Sightings of her in elite circles, with no visible romantic partner, only added to the speculation. Though neither Putin nor Kabaeva has ever publicly confirmed the relationship, insiders and investigative journalists suggest it is far more than just rumor. It is reality, carefully hidden from public view. More recently, investigative reporting by the Dossier Center, a Russian investigative organization, alongside outlets like Forbes, has uncovered explosive details about the alleged family life shared by Putin and Kabaeva. According to unnamed sources with direct knowledge, the couple is said to share at least 2 children, Ivan and Vladimir Jr., aged 9 and 5. The children reportedly live in a secluded, ultra-secure residence near Lake Valdai, northwest of Moscow. This hidden estate is said to be heavily guarded by the Kremlin's elite Federal Protective Service. The boys, much like their mother, are kept far from the public eye. They do not attend school and instead are privately tutored. Their lives are filled with privilege, personal trainers, music lessons, and even private jet travel are the norm. But despite the luxury, their upbringing is intensely isolated. That's just the beginning. Sources say the children spend their summers on yachts, rarely seeing anyone outside their close circle. The location of their home, the tight security, and their private lifestyle are all part of a carefully constructed effort to keep them, and their connection to Putin, a complete secret. Kabaeva herself is said to live in a massive 13,000-square-foot villa built in traditional Russian dacha style on the same Valdai estate. Reports claim the property, and others linked to her family, were funded through secretive financial channels connected to the Kremlin. This lavish but quiet existence mirrors Putin's own approach to privacy. Opulent, yet deeply hidden from the outside world. But here's the catch. Alina Kabaeva's name isn't just tied to rumors and romantic whispers anymore. She is now part of a global sanctions campaign against individuals in President Putin's inner circle. In response to Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine, the United States, the United Kingdom, and the European Union have all issued sanctions against her. The U.S. Treasury Department officially sanctioned Kabaeva in a recent statement, describing her as a close associate of Putin and a key figure within the Russian government due to her leadership role in state-controlled media. The statement emphasized that she plays an important part in spreading pro-Kremlin narratives and supporting the war effort. But it didn't end there. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen went even further, saying, "As innocent people suffer from Russia's illegal war of aggression, Putin's allies have enriched themselves and funded opulent lifestyles. We will use every tool to hold Kremlin enablers accountable." The goal of these sanctions is clear: to disrupt the comfort and wealth of those closest to Putin in hopes of pressuring the regime from within. However, many analysts question whether this will work. Kabaeva likely has few financial ties to the U.S. and may have already moved her assets in anticipation of sanctions. Still, the symbolic weight of the move is heavy. It places Kabaeva, and by extension, her secret relationship with Putin, at the center of global political tension. And this is where things get truly fascinating. If the relationship between Putin and Kabaeva is as deep as many believe, her influence could stretch far beyond family life. She is not just a hidden partner, but a woman with deep access to the Russian president's private world. Her opinions, presence, and potential ambitions could sway Putin's decisions in ways the world has yet to fully understand. In the closed-door politics of Russia, where personal loyalty often matters more than public opinion, Kabaeva may be more than a romantic partner. She might be one of the few people capable of influencing the most powerful man in the country. If this romance is ever publicly acknowledged, or if cracks appear in their private empire, the ripple effects could be massive, from shifts in Kremlin loyalty to questions of succession, and even to the tone of Russia's global posture. Their secret love may yet prove to be one of the most significant undercurrents in Russian politics today. Now, this is the important part. While Vladimir Putin's relationship with Alina Kabaeva continues to intrigue and spark rumors, it's impossible to ignore the quiet but telling presence of the woman who once stood by his side for nearly 3 decades, Lyudmila Ocheretnaya. Formerly Lyudmila Putina, she lived through the transformation of her husband from a KGB officer to the most powerful man in Russia, all while maintaining a remarkably low profile. Lyudmila was never a fan of the spotlight. As First Lady, she fulfilled the bare minimum of public duties, occasionally supporting initiatives such as Russian language preservation, but she never seemed comfortable in the public eye. According to those who knew her, the role of First Lady came down on her unexpectedly. She disliked flying, avoided public events, and rarely appeared beside Putin in the later years of their marriage. Their divorce, quietly announced after a ballet performance in 2013, shocked a nation unaccustomed to its leaders engaging in such personal transparency. Yet the breakup was, as she described, civilized. She praised Putin for continuing to support her and their daughters, Maria and Katerina, both of whom have also remained hidden from public life. But while Lyudmila retreated from the public sphere, her life post-divorce took a curious turn. In 2016, she reportedly married Artur Ocheretny, a man nearly 20 years her junior, who now chairs the management board of the Center for the Development of Interpersonal Communications. The organization, which she helped establish, manages a prime Moscow property once connected to Leo Tolstoy's family, and now rents out to big-name tenants, including Sberbank and Burger King, generating millions annually. Through a maze of ownership structures, Lyudmila appears to control this asset through various companies, quietly building financial independence and distance from her previous life. The couple has also been linked to a luxury villa in the south of France, reportedly worth over $7 million, prompting further speculation about the hidden wealth of the Putin family. And so we return to the heart of the mystery. Could the private love life of Vladimir Putin hold consequences for an entire nation? In a country where personal loyalty shapes political decisions and where power is often transferred behind closed doors rather than ballot boxes, Alina's proximity to Putin could influence everything from domestic appointments to foreign policy stances. If she truly holds his ear, and perhaps even his heart, then the stakes extend far beyond gossip. What if she nudges him toward more conservative, closed-off policies? What if she tempers his aggression? Or what if, emboldened by their union, Putin begins to prepare the way for a dynastic succession, one that favors not the institutions of state, but his own bloodline? Equally, any instability in their private relationship could ripple outward. Should their romance falter, Putin's famously rigid image of control could be tested. Factions within the Kremlin may see weakness. The international community might shift its reading of his motivations. In the heart of Russia, a public grown, weary of economic struggles and international isolation, may find itself questioning on why so much mystery still surrounds the personal life of a man who has ruled them for decades. In the end, this isn't just about a love story, it's about power. Who holds it, who shapes it, and who may inherit it. If Alina Kabaeva is indeed at the center of Putin's world, then her influence may one day reach far beyond whispered rumors and tabloid headlines. It may alter the very fate of Russia. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to Empire Elegance and hit the notification bell for more powerful stories about the lives and legacies of the world's most influential figures. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next video.